So this first meditation is called Balloons. And in this meditation, we're going to come into our body and our surroundings and just take notice of what's here right now for us. And we're going to practice letting go of any troublesome thoughts that we might be having. So sitting with an upright posture and placing your feet firmly on the floor and closing your eyes if you feel comfortable to do so. Otherwise, just softening your gaze on the floor in front of you. And just allowing your shoulders and the face to relax. And allowing your hands to rest gently in your lap. And bringing a sense of awareness to the body resting in the chair. Noticing the connection of the body through the support beneath you. Feeling grounded in the chair. Noticing points of contact with the body and the chair. What does that feel like for you? Perhaps we can notice where the material of the chair touches our body and how different that feels to the body that has no clothes on it, such as the arms. Noticing the difference in temperature to various parts of the body touching the chair. And noticing perhaps also how the body moves just ever so slightly in the chair as we breathe, like a gentle rocking sensation of the body in the chair. Moving our attention now to the soles of the feet on the floor. Just noticing what it feels like for the soles of the feet to be touching the floor. The points of contact of the skin on the floor. The areas of pressure. Just noticing what it feels like to be grounded on the floor. And gathering your attention now and allowing us to become more imaginative in our mind's eye. We're going to imagine that we're walking through a field. This field can look however you want it to look. It's your field. You're at home here. The field can be filled with whatever you want it to be filled with. Animals of your choice, flowers, wildlife, trees, whatever you want. Let's go and take a little wander around your field now. And whilst you're wandering around the field, you notice a bench. And you can take a seat on the bench. As you sit down, you notice a basket full of balloons, all shapes, sizes and colours. We're going to use these balloons now to let go of all the thoughts that may be troubling us. And so we carefully choose a balloon from the basket. Which colour will you choose? What shape is the balloon? Notice everything about the balloon. And when you've chosen your balloon, we're going to call to mind any thought that may be troubling you. Nothing too deep, just a little trouble. It could be something about work, something about your personal life. It could be even something you think about yourself. Just call to mind this little trouble. And we're going to take a big deep breath in now. And we're going to start to blow up the balloon. And as you exhale into the imagined balloon, imagine exhaling that thought into the balloon so you no longer have to think about it. You start to fill the balloon with air. And again, with that same thought, let's take another deep breath. And on the exhalation, place the breath into the balloon again, imagining the same thought going into the balloon more and more. And let's take another deep breath. And again, with this same thought, imagine exhaling this thought into the balloon. The balloon has captured the thought now, and the balloon is full. Let's tie it up so our thought cannot escape. And let's release the balloon. And we can now sit and watch the balloon. Watch it going further and further up into the sky, carrying our worry with it. Noticing it getting smaller and smaller. And there are many more balloons, so let's choose another. Carefully picking the right colour, the right shape, the right size. And once you've chosen your balloon, let's bring to mind another trouble or worry. And let's start to blow this balloon up now, as we take in a big deep breath. And on the exhalation, blowing all the air into the balloon and imagining that this thought or worry is going into the balloon with the breath. And again, with that same thought, taking in another deep breath. And when you're ready, exhaling the breath slowly into the balloon again. Imagining the same thought going into the balloon more and more. And let's take another deep breath. And again, on the exhalation, with that same thought in mind, imagining exhaling this thought into the balloon. Once again, the balloon has captured this thought now and it's full. So let's tie up the balloon so our thought can't escape. And let's release the balloon into the fresh air. We can watch the balloon. Watch it going further and further up into the sky, carrying our thought or worry with it. Noticing it getting smaller and smaller. So let's try this again. There are many balloons. So you can do this for as long as you want to in the comfort of your own field. You know what to do now. Take that balloon and start to release the deep breath into the balloon. And if you can't think of another worry, then that's okay. We can just watch the beautiful balloon blowing up and expanding with our breath as we begin to blow it up. And if the mind begins to wander, just noticing where the mind's gone and bringing it back to blowing up the balloons and placing our worries in there. Tying the balloons up and releasing them one by one. We can place as many of our thoughts into the balloons as we want. And if we start to tie up and release our final balloon when you're ready, we can then sit for a moment and watch the balloons getting smaller and smaller in the sky. Smaller and smaller still, until the tiny dots, and then they can no longer be seen. All the worries and troubles that we've had have been taken away. These were only thoughts anyway, and thoughts are just that, they're not real. So we're going to finish sitting in our field now. We're going to take one last look around and see the beauty of the field. And as we begin to let go of our field and start to notice our body sitting in the support beneath us, how does it feel for our body to be supported by this chair? And as we begin to end this practice, just noticing now the posture of the body in the chair, the sitting bones, noticing the soles of the feet on the floor, and the sensations of being held with the support beneath you. And now gently and carefully opening your eyes when you feel comfortable to do so.